let's get right into it. And we're going to start with the NFC side because this was laser show, electricity, after a game that was much different. The Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27 in a quarterback duel. Sam Darnold not only stood up to Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, for now, silenced everybody that thought he couldn't get it done in the big game. He was awesome, 25 for 36. He throws for over 340 yards to 3 touchdowns. Now, Stafford matched him, Chris. He threw for 374, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game. 6 passing touchdowns, no interceptions in this game. But it feels like, Chris, the story in this one was Darnold dealing with pressure and answering when he had to.
No question. I mean, first off, a shootout. These are two good defenses. We've been talking and waxing poetically about how awesome the Seattle Seahawks defense is. But when you play each other for a third time during the year, do you know each other's tendencies, what you do? I feel like Seattle tried to change it up and play more man on the defensive side of the ball, something that you and I talked about last week, but it still didn't matter. They found their plays. But, there's no doubt the story is Sam Darnold. I mean, Sam Darnold, for what he's been through, for everybody talking about what a choke artist he is and he can't win a big game and he doesn't show up in big moments. And listen, Connor, it goes beyond just people like you and me and other people on TV talking like that. I can promise you, people throughout the league are a little bit like, man, Seattle's good, but I don't know, Sam Darnold in that kind of game and that kind of environment. I'm talking about marquee people in the NFL. That thought was still out there, right, with Sam Darnold. For him to play like that in that moment, yeah, I feel great for him. And as we always talk about, and I feel like this is where, I call myself Robin Hood, and we try to give love to people who don't give love or get love at times. It's a team sport, like we've always discussed. He got stuck with your Jets football team, which was an absolute disaster.
Yep.
And anybody would have looked like a disaster playing for the team at that moment. So that didn't work out. And then he, slowly rehabilitates his career. But he's everything that's great about the NFL and battling back, getting knocked down, battling back. And for him to get to the Super Bowl and play like that, yeah, that was really special. And I'm pumped that he kind of proved all the haters wrong yesterday.
And to your point about the league, I mean, Darnold's contract he got this offseason only explains that further. When people hear, $100 million contract, their eyes might widen. That's not what it is. He got $55 million guaranteed for a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's not, we think this guy could be a top 10 quarterback. That's not, we think this guy can win us a Super Bowl. So he's proved everybody wrong and has probably almost outperformed expectations that the Seahawks had, especially Clint Kubiak, who is a guy that likes to be run heavy, help out his quarterback, work off play action.
Right.
And it's only taken Sam to you think of it, Chris, you just said the start. Awful with the Jets, and the Jets completely failed him. Not good with the Panthers. Sam Darnold goes to the School of Rehabilitation with Shanahan, hidden for a year, almost a redshirt year in the NFL. That doesn't really get discussed enough. Big steps with the Vikings, but the guy that can't win the big game. And now another 3 steps with the Seahawks.
Exactly right. And something that we've talked about where they don't, even though last night it ended up being that way, on a weekly basis, they don't play like, Sam, you got to throw for 320 and save us. And I think that also, helps out a quarterback to know that I don't have to be that guy week in, week out. We talk about that with Josh Allen. We talk about with other quarterbacks at times. He's been able just to be a piece of the bigger cog, the bigger machine of what they are. And then within that, okay, we win in week 18. We do that. We came back and beat the Rams in week 16 at home. I think these have all been little stepping stones. Even last week, a dominant win at home in the divisional round just gives you a little bit more bravado, and you go into the game going, okay, I'm playing good football. I can do anything. And he played great. And the biggest thing, early on in the football game, right, they kind of had control of the game. They're up 10-3. Then the Rams, a long field goal drive, a long surgical touchdown drive, and it's 13-10, and you're going, man, the Seahawks were kind of outplaying them, and now they've let the Rams settle in, and watch out, right? That's what I was saying. It's 13-10. Rams are kind of feeling it. like if Seattle doesn't answer here or get it going, right? I was worried about them a little bit, but answered right away. That to me is one of the big things all night. They always answered back. So there it is, 13-10, and it's before the half, and you're going, man, they got to go try to do something here. And the fact that he hits Jackson Smith and Jigba down the middle of the field for the deep post, right? That then sets up the touchdown pass to Jackson Smith and Jigba in the back part of the end zone. I thought that was a huge moment of the football game to further what you're talking about. Give Sam the confidence. Okay, here we're going. We can make big plays in the pass game and make it happen when we need to. I thought that certainly was maybe the first jump off point for them to be able to go into halftime in a moment where they were probably outplayed in the second quarter to go, okay, we're up 17-13, and we get the ball in the second half. I thought that was a big moment, even though, it's one of the ones we're going to dissect real deep here as we go on.
Yeah, it was a back and forth game like this. It was about the moments, and I think the third downs stand out in this one. Stafford was 0 for 6 on third downs. Darnold was 6 for 9, 102 yards and a touchdown, which kind of piggybacks off the point. Darnold, we know the whole ghost nonsense and dealing with pressure. He was 5 for 11 for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns under pressure, Chris. So basically, every single caveat that comes with Sam Darnold or lingering question, it's hard to say it's forever answered in this game, but for now, in the biggest game of his life, he did answer them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, made pressure throws, his touchdown passes. He had people bearing down on him and made big throws in those moments. The third downs, like you're talking about, to keep drives alive, something we talked about a lot, right? I mean, the Rams, the way their defense had been playing here down the stretch of the year, they just weren't the same defense we saw in the middle part of the year and the early part of the year. Not as physical, didn't dominate the line of scrimmage, right? They got around Sam Darnold last night, but you never felt like he was under like bad pressure to where it was disrupting his flow or anything of that nature there. So yeah, the way he played was phenomenal. And the Rams played a game too where they were like, we're not going to let the run game beat us. We're going to make Sam Darnold beat you. And he answered that bell. And then, of course, taking advantage of opportunity. So you're up 17-13. You go, whatever, they went 3 and out to start the third quarter. Then we have, back to the Rams, special teams woes, right? Here we go again. You are who you are. It's been an issue all year long. But again, even in that moment, how many times this year have we seen a team make a mistake like that, and then the other team doesn't capitalize, or they kick a field goal, and that other team gets to hang around and kind of still feel comfortable? No, they capitalize right away. Awesome game plan play by Clint Kubiak, kind of putting Bobo over here, I think knowing they would kick coverage to everybody else and leave him in a matchup one-on-one. And Sam Darnold, again, people in his face, throws a post down the middle, but makes the play you got to make if you want to win a championship game and go to the Super Bowl, and go up 24-13 and really put the Rams in a spot now where it's like, they're stressed. They're going to have to throw the ball a lot, and they're not going to be able to be real patient with Kyren Williams in the run game.
The third quarter, Chris, was the quarter of mistakes, or going full Tropic Thunder. I mean, you had the Xavier Smith muff punt, which you just said led to a touchdown. But then at the end of the third quarter, you had the Tariq Woolen back-to-back play sequence that I don't know if there's as bad of a back-to-back play sequence in the league this year. Makes the breakup on 3rd and 12, taunts the sideline excessively. And when you watch the replay, you could see the ref kind of letting him do it for a little bit. And then it went on and on and on. And that's the rules in today's NFL. Love it or hate it, they're going to call it, of course. And then, as the Rams do, they went right after him on the bomb to Puka Nacua.
Well, one, like, total Tropic Thunder moment by Tariq Woolen. And, we've seen the referees are letting guys jaw at each other and play a little physical brand of football. But, like, to what you're saying, he overdid it. I mean, he just overdid it. Like, I mean, how many things do you got to say? Do you need to go on their sideline and on their bench and say something too? I mean, he literally was on their sideline. So that was egregious. That was a really stupid moment. We just talked about moments that changed the football game. And like you said, I think you said it right. That game, that play and that penalty almost changed the game. It really did. It did change the game. There's no doubt about that, but it almost changed it in such a way that it cost Seattle the chance to win the football game. Total momentum. It's going to be 4th and 12. The Rams are going to have to punt the ball away, right? The Seahawks are going to be on, wait, we feel good. We've been moving the ball a little bit here as of late. So we got some confidence right now. And to have that penalty, yes. And then for the Rams to be so smart to go, oh, you know what? He's going to be mad now that he got that. So he's not going to want to let up anything. He's going to play over aggressive and be emotional, right? Right. As soon as the ball went in the air, I said to my son and my wife, I go, I bet you that was Tariq Woolen. I bet you they did double moved him, because I've seen that. I've been on the field before where that guy makes that mistake and now he wants to make up for it so badly that he leaves the discipline of his rules of the defense and the double move, and boom, and all of a sudden you're going, holy crap, they were in total control, and now we're going to be in a nail biter going down the stretch here.
Yo. Thanks for watching, homies. We are now in the NFL season here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, game recaps, film deep dives, and much, much more.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, rate, review. Peace out. You know where to find us.